Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Professor Dr. Nizamuddin, Chairman, Punjab HEC. It's always a delightful moment to see you at UMT, and we consider you as our patron and friend and patron of higher education overall in the province of Punjab. Mr. Hasan Ali Javik, Minister, Turkey, Yasser Dogon, Mr. Tang Song, Mr. Abid Shirwani, Mr. Abdul Maman. Assalamu alaikum. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the conclusion of the conference. Exhibition will continue tomorrow. As a parting thought, I would like to share three things very briefly. Number one is, as I mentioned earlier as well, somewhere yesterday, that there is a great need to focus upon the challenge of increasing exports from Pakistan. If we look at the exports of our neighboring countries, then you find Bangladesh having population of 163 million, which is 25% less than Pakistan, but boosting exports worth about $38 billion, which is almost double than Pakistan. So that is Bangladesh, 25% less population and twice the exports. Now, if we go to Sri Lanka, and we have Jamil here with us from Sri Lankan Trade Corporation. So population of Sri Lanka is 20 million, which is 1/10 of Pakistan, and their exports are 10 billion, which is half of Pakistan. So with a population which is 1/10, they are able to export half of what Pakistan exports. And if you similarly see the Turkey, the population of Turkey is 80 million, and their exports are crossing 160 billion. So their exports, their population is about 1/3 of Pakistan, and their exports is nearly 10 times Pakistan. If we were to calculate the potential of Pakistani exports in terms of the population size and extrapolate, then Pakistan's population, Pakistan with the population of 200 million, and with the strategic location that we occupy, and with all the resources that we have, and with all the talent that we have, with all the diaspora that we have all around the world, so I believe that our exports should be anywhere, if we apply the Turkish formula, 400 billion, then it should be $400 billion. And if we apply the formula of Sri Lanka, then at least it should be 5 times, which is at least $100 billion. So see the potential, see what we are missing, see where is the gap, and see how easily we can solve our problems of poverty. We can alleviate poverty, we can provide food, medicines, shelter, and jobs to everyone. We can take care of all needy and underprivileged. We can give free education and free care and health services to every individual in Pakistan, and see where our per capita income would go if we are able to realize our potential for exports in years to come and at a faster pace. As I mentioned before, when I went to Turkey first time in 1995, their exports were $35 billion. In a matter of like 20 years, their exports have risen to about $160 billion. So they have worked, they have done something. They've aligned everything accordingly. They've aligned macro policies of government and made government a patron and responsible for providing a conducive framework for businesses to operate. Their ministers are available all the time, and they are geared to do their best. So their job is to offer a platform which is helpful, which is friendly to business, to people. And they are also taking care of development of technical expertise, research and development, innovation, education, peace and order in society, helping all the institutions to work sharing one common ideal and one common goal. It is not easy. It cannot come easily, but it is not difficult. There are standard policy frameworks available. Everything is available. Everything is written. We can just cut and paste within our society and be together in this common ideal that we have to work together to increase the exports of Pakistan. Now, my second point is that you see what we are missing, and you see how grave are the challenges if we will see in future a continuous slide in our exports. It has already come down from 24 to about 20 or less. And there are predictions that if nothing will be done, this trend will decline to 17, 18, 19. And how shameful it would be. How shameful that Sri Lanka can have 5 times the population size exports. Turkey would be heading towards $200 billion, $1 trillion economy. And we are sitting at the tail end of China having trillions of dollars of economy and this occupying a strategic location, having ports, having all the resources of the world and the capital, the best and the best, and we are going down and down and down. So I think my second message is that if I were to pin my hope upon the existing big business houses, I don't want to name any, that these will be the people who will go back to their drawing board and do something, and in 3 years we will see our exports going up. So I'm not hopeful. I don't see the top 10 or top 20 would be able to do that. What they have done is before us. We can see that. What they have achieved and what they are helping, we can see the type of commitment they have. We can see the level of expertise they have. We can see their momentum. We can see the effect of their strategies. We can see where their mind is. So I don't see them, the top 10 or top 20 business houses. And let's have no hope. It is their responsibility, yes. They should be doing it, but we should not wait for the next 5 years or 10 years. They will do it, and we will say no. So my second point is, it is, I think, the responsibility of young students and graduates who are studying right now within academia, who haven't yet taken a job, who are studying, that please develop yourself a plan for that. How can you position yourself in the global market? So global markets are open. Global markets are there for you. And by virtue of your access to the global markets through internet, your computer, the wealth of information that is available at your fingertips, I think you can do it. And I'm sure you can do it. I've seen students within my academia that one student came to me while he was in textiles, and he developed a project for exports of towels when he was in the final year. And after 3-4 years, he came to me for some reference letter, and he said that he applied that project, and he was already exporting worth about $1 million, a very poor student, and who had nothing, and who had a desk in a friend's office loaned to him. So he could do that and leverage the industry in Faisalabad and the customers out there and manage $1 million. And now he had sufficient funds. And when he came to me, he was thinking of moving and having office in Dubai. So he would be an exporter from Dubai, not from Pakistan. All right? So the second thing is that our students, it is the job of our students. It is the job of our faculty to train them to become a global businessman, to become a global player, develop the mindset, develop their skills, their communication, and the confidence, and give them the tools for their analysis and decisions so that they can develop their business houses. So the future 20 business groups, 10 year, 20 year down the road. So if Pakistani exports have to increase from $20 billion to $40 billion, and they must, and they should, and inshallah they will. So if they have to increase from 20 to $40 billion, that $20 billion should come from you, the young mind sitting here. And that can come about if the faculty, teaching them, training them, living with them, talking to them, working with them, will also raise this issue in class, raise this issue when they will select their projects, monitor them and evaluate them that our graduates are pro-exporters. Our graduates should be exporter friendly, and our graduates should be taken up by the companies who want to export, or they should have their own companies exporting. So I think at the moment, the ecosystem that we are living in, capital is available and accessible. Human resources are also available. The existing infrastructure can be leveraged. So I think you alone and lonely yet can, I think, achieve phenomenal targets in the global markets. There are those who are here, they have their own stories. The businessmen who have joined us here, they have their own stories. And you can be future millionaires, you can be future billionaires, that 20% there. Otherwise, if we will remain hooked that no, the existing will come, they will do something. No, they are on to something different maybe. They have a different agenda now. They're not anymore willing, working, motivated to do something for increasing their sport. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been falling, right? They are still rich, they're becoming richer, but maybe they are doing something else. So here is this market. And I hope that our students will do that. Third, now this kind of activity and this kind of event, the purpose is to sensitize our students with these possibilities, is to throw them to the business world and have the business world also come to them so that we create this forced, intimate interaction and relationship so that our students can get to know that, okay, well, this is how it can be done, this is what it is, this is possible, and this is what I can do. They can have ideas, they can be inspired, they can be motivated, and they can see, yes, develop a confidence and a sense of self-assurance that we can do it and we will do it. So this is what I think should be the gain of this conference. I'm really grateful to all the speakers who have come. We have talked about B2B, B2C. This is U to B and B to U, which means university, all those in the university, faculty, students, everyone. So I think this is a new kind of relationship that we are going to establish in the history of business, that this is the first kind, I think, in the world that a university has come about. And the only reason that we have done is, I think, this facility of Expo Center is here next to us. So we thought that we should leverage it. When it was being built, the idea was in my mind that we will leverage it and we will use it. We will use it as our extension. So we want to hold more fairs and exhibitions. We want to engage more students and faculty also in it. And I think this will give a completely new dimension and direction to what universities do, to higher education, and to actually satisfy the expectations of stakeholders. Our stakeholders want our graduates to have good jobs. Our stakeholders want our graduates to be earning, to be capable, to be going around the world and doing well, and to be making wealth, generating wealth for the country, for the world, for our people, and for themselves. So I think we will be able to meet those expectations if we engage more within the classroom and within the realm of textbooks, with this mind that our graduates should be pro-exports. It's not just pro-entrepreneurship, it's pro-exports. And then we help them, we hold their hands, we guide them, we monitor them, we coach them so that they take the first steps and really become an exporter in their lives. So that is the goal and objective, and I thank you all once again for your cooperation.